This episode of Ties I Help is brought to you by the National Campaign Against Drunk Driving. What's up, guys? It is time for another episode of Question Time, the series where you ask me questions and I answer them in video. Let's get started. The first question comes from Virgilios, and he says, what is your view on the Samsung versus Apple case, and did it surprise you? So I don't really care to follow the whole patent war thing. It's just pretty much every company suing each other because they say they have patents and some other company is copying them, and which sometimes it is, and in this case I think it was the case. Apple is suing Samsung, saying that they copied the iPhone with some of their older phones, which I kind of agree with. So that's why it didn't really surprise me. Samsung is heading in the right direction now. They're doing some great products and stuff like that. It's not pretty much obviously a direct copy of the iPhone. I just think this is stupid, and patent wars kind of stop innovation, and it hurts us consumers because one company can't do something because another company owns the patents to it and says you can't do that or I'll sue you. But it's pretty much every company just suing each other. It's not Apple trying to pick on Samsung because they're the bigger company or anything like that. Every company sues each other. It's not just in the tech industry, it's in every industry. But I understand why it has to be like that. Patents are good, but at the same time, they're bad. Lewis Brown says, is iOS getting boring? It's not really that I'm bored with iOS 6 or I want it to be more like Android. It's just that I wouldn't mind some changes to it. Like Android has more customization. I wouldn't mind that on the iPhone. And I wouldn't mind just some big changes to iOS to give it a new, fresh feel. But at the same time, I don't want it to lose the feel that you get with iOS. That's why I like iOS. It's not that I hate Android, I just prefer iOS because how it works and how it feels to me. And it's got everything that I need it to do in it. So I wouldn't mind some changes. It's not really that I'm bored with it. It's just that I think they could do for some pretty big changes. And iOS 6 isn't bringing that, but it is bringing a few new features and stuff, which are nice, like the maps and stuff like that. Just not that big of an update to me. I think they could have some new stuff, but not that I'm complaining or I hate it or anything like that. Linus Larson says, which date is the iPhone 6th generation coming out? Or you could just say the new iPhone, because that's probably what it's going to be called, going along with the new iPad, as I've said many times now. But the rumors right now, which are pretty much not confirmed yet, but I'm guessing they're 100% correct, is September 12th will be the event where they announce the new iPhone, and then on September 21st we will be able to pick it up at the stores and have it in our hands. So there you go, that's the rumored release dates. And if you want to see any more rumors on the new iPhone coming up, make sure you check out my rumor roundups on the new iPhone, because I go over all the rumors and stuff like that that people have been saying, so check it out. Key Babino says, would you buy the iPad mini if Apple released it? Yes, of course I'd buy the iPad mini. Can you not tell by all the Apple products I have that I buy every freaking one that comes out? No, I'm just kidding. I do buy all the new Apple products unless it's like something like a MacBook or something like that, because I don't really need that because I do reviews on all this stuff. I don't know if I would buy it if I wasn't a tech reviewer, just because I've got an iPad 3rd generation, or the new iPad, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I will be buying it. And do I think it's going to come out? I don't know. I'm still skeptical on it. But I guess we will have to wait and see. But yes, I would definitely be getting it for reviews and stuff like that if it comes out. Jojo says, do you think Apple is going to have two events, one this month for the iPhone and one in October for the iPad mini and iPods? That's a good question. At first, the rumors were saying the new iPhone and iPad mini and the new iPod Touch will be announced on September 12th, like the date I said before. But then now the rumors are changing a little bit and saying that the iPad mini and the iPods will be announced at a separate date in October. Will they have two dates that close together for events? I'm not sure. If they do, they will have to have it somewhere around that time, because they want the iPad mini and the iPods to be ready for Christmas, so consumers can get them around that time, which would be a good date to announce it in October, right before November and December. But at the same time, I don't think they will announce it or would want to announce it alongside the iPhone, because the iPhone 5 is going to be a big thing. They're wanting it to be like a big event, so they don't want to like release a ton of products and then be like, oh my god, there's a new iPod, an iPad, and an iPhone. So they want it to be just focused on the iPhone. So it does make sense that they would do 2 events, and I think that may be what they do. I'm just kind of skeptical of them having them that close together. Miss M310 says, how do you get so many items for free? And I apologize, I'm just saying the username the best I can. I don't actually get that many tech products for free. I pay for most of the stuff I have. Like all of my Apple products that you see in my videos, I've paid for those myself, because Apple doesn't give any products for free unless you're like a big tech blog, and I'm just a YouTuber that does tech reviews. So they don't give anything to me for free. Sometimes a company will contact me and say, hey, we'll send you our product if you'll do a review on it, and I'll say, of course, if I like their product, of course. And then sometimes I'll actually reach out to a company and email them if I want to do a review on their product. But a lot of the time I pay for my own stuff unless they email me or I actually get a review like sample for free, which happens sometimes, but most of the time I pay for it. Comedy Tech Guy asks, what editing software do you use? For my tech videos like this one, I use Final Cut Pro 10 because I've got transitions and intros and stuff that overlay over each other, and this just is the easiest way for me to do it. And then if I'm doing something like a really simple video where it's just cut some stuff out from the beginning and end, like a vlog, I will just do iMovie because it's just the easier way to do it, and I don't have to wait for rendering and all that that comes along with Final Cut. I like both. They are both Mac only. For Windows, I don't really use anything because I don't use Windows to edit, but that's what I use to edit my videos. Today's free app says, what kind of lighting do you use to make your videos? Here it is. This is the lighting that I use in my videos. I know, so amazing, right? All it is a little lamp that I got from Walmart for like 30 bucks. I like it because there's little things, you can move these around, point the light whichever direction you want, plus it's got these little things that kind of like filter and even out the light in the room. And then also, depending on what time of the day it is, I will just kind of like open my windows accordingly to let a little bit of light in. Normally I'll keep this one kind of like closed all the way and this one open a little bit, just because that's how the light comes in my room to even it out. But yeah, you don't really need a lot for lighting in videos, just something that works and that's cheap. Dylan Smith asked, what is your expectations of the iPod Touch 5G? I'm guessing the new iPod Touch will be just an incremental upgrade from the one we have now. Probably a better camera, or obviously a better camera, and then probably the Retina display, and they may change the design on it. It really just depends. I don't think they have to or anything, because it's just an iPod Touch. It's just going to be a little bit of a better version than the last one. I don't think they really need to do a big design change or anything for it. Sticky Cover asked, do you think the next iPhone will be better than the newly announced Samsung Galaxy Note 2? Now obviously I can't give my full opinion on the Galaxy Note 2 because I haven't used it in person and played around with it, but I've seen the videos and pictures and specs and stuff online, and I'm super excited for it. I can't wait till it's out so I can get it myself. I was actually really wanting the first Note, and now I'm kind of glad that I waited. The new Note 2 is 5.5 inches, which is freaking insane. That's going to be huge. It's not going to replace my iPhone, and obviously the same thing. I don't know what's going to be in the new iPhone, so I can't really give my opinions on it, and I don't really think it's a competition. It's really just which one you prefer, but I think the new Galaxy Note 2 is going to be awesome. I'm really excited for it. I'm looking forward to both phones, but I'm a little bit more excited for the new iPhone because it's more of a surprise, and it's just an Apple fanboy inside. I'm super excited for it. But both phones I'm definitely going to be getting, and maybe once they're both out I will do my full comparison. But yeah, I think they're both great phones, or they're going to be both great phones, and yeah, I'm excited. Now before we wrap up this video, let's take one last look at our sponsor. The police will be out in full force nationwide from August 15th through September 3rd in an effort to crack down on impaired driving. Here's a few facts for you about drunk driving. Young adult drivers ages 18 to 34 are particularly at risk. Over Labor Day weekend in 2010, 54% of young drivers killed in motor vehicle traffic crashes were alcohol impaired at or above the 0.08 blood alcohol level. And not only does it kill people, drunk driving costs every adult in this country an average of $500 per year. Don't put yourself and others in danger or take the risk of facing the terrible legal repercussions of it. Drive sober or get pulled over. Alright guys, that brings an end to this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you click the like button down below. I really appreciate it and it helps me out a ton. And also make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my videos when I put them out. And that's about it. If you want to ask me questions for my upcoming episodes of Question Time, leave it in the comments down below, or you can ask me on Facebook and Twitter. All the info's in the description. Alright, that's it. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace!